Whoa, it's the Illusion reporting from somewhere on Spaceship Earth. Heading down to go see if I can get some surfing in this morning. So, this whole racially motivated hatred that is being propagated by the television and the government, it seems to be sinking its teeth into everybody's psyche, is an issue. I see. And from what I could tell, everybody's looking at this the wrong way. And what do I mean by that is, as I head to the beach, right? I'm heading to the beach to go surfing. And within the surfing world is probably some of the most vile, bigoted racism out there. I mean, if you don't know surfing, you wouldn't understand this. Surfers will understand this. But within surfing, you are hated by surfers if you ride a boogie board, if you ride a stand-up paddleboard, right? And then within actual surfing, there's hatred and animosity between longboarders and shortboarders, right? And then within all that, you could be viciously beat, attacked, yelled at for living up the beach or down the beach or not at the beach. It's called localism. So what I think that we really need to look at is how we are all participating in racism and bigotry in our own lives for artificial and superficial reasons. So you can go, okay, there's this whole thing going on with skin tone. People getting crazy about skin tone. And I go, it's a decoy issue. It's real, don't get me wrong. We have a history of this problem. But I think that where people aren't looking at is how this propagation of this negative energy is coming from and where the society's getting the hooks into our meat. And it's on all of us on our local level, within our own homogenous groups. Now, you can basically say that surfing is a white male dominated activity for North America. Let's just say for North America, for our country. But within that group of white males is vile hatred towards all these other white males. And it's for no other reason than where you live. So for example, like I'm in Malibu, right? That's where I am as a surfer. You're a kook if you're from the valley. If you live 15 miles that way, if you live 2 miles away from the beach, you're a kook, right? Now, because I'm a Malibu, like I live down here at Malibu, Zuma Beach is my home beach. You're a kook if you go surf up in Ventura County or Santa Cruz or Oregon, if you're from this zone. Now, if you're out surfing up in Oregon, if you're at all from California, you're a kook. And so there's this thing going on where somewhere there's these arbitrary lines within this subculture that says that you're out, I'm in. And why I can speak of this is like, as much as I don't participated, I've actively participated in it, and it's part of the cultural norm, dude. It's part of what surfing is locals only. And I see it rolling around Malibu by people who aren't even really surfers. Malibu local. I'm a Malibu local, dude, because I happen to live here right now. And I guess my whole take on it is being an earth local. Like, we're all on this ball together, right? And so I think that's how they're doing this mass psychological thing with this racist thing. At the same time, Pokemon Go, it's the same thing. It's mass mind control. If you can control the society the way they're controlling it with Pokemon Go, and not see that they're doing the same thing with all this racial hatred, you're not observing the humans right now. And so somehow, as a surfer, I've been convinced of this approach to localism, that if you live at Zuma Beach, you're more of a local than someone who lives in, let's say, Agoura. And if you live in Santa Barbara, you count more than someone who lives in Los Angeles, and vice versa. So within surfing is the whole same gross thing, man. And it's gross. Look, it's all gross. This whole, you over there don't count because you're over there, and I count because I'm over here. And somehow it's all gotten twisted around to be acceptable all of a sudden. And that's what it is. That's the massive mental, psychological mind control that's going on, is somehow we're saying that it's okay for violence to occur because we have a reason. That's, surfers have been claiming that from Jump Street, that it's okay to be violent because I live here and you don't, so I get to inflict violence on you, whether it's verbal or physical. It doesn't matter. And too many locals only. That's what it is. There's just too many locals only. Everybody, from what I can tell, everybody's running around going, I'm a local and you're not, so you're out. Whether it's I'm white or black or pink or green or Asian. It's just this whole psychosis that's all about separation, man. And look, man, as a surfer, that stuff's ingrained in me. I gotta fight my own mind not to be like grumpy when I see a boogie boarder paddle up next to me. Well, what is that, man? It's just another human being trying to enjoy the water just like I am, but somehow I'm like, my mind just goes, that dude's less than, dude. That's a boogie boarder, man. That guy's the enemy. That guy's not cool. You know, this Rolling Stones said it in, or Devo, or I think it's Rolling Stones, you know, and Can't Get No Satisfaction. You can't be a man because you don't smoke the same cigarettes as me. Like, I think that's really what's going on and we've allowed this to mushroom and use skin tones in 2016 as a reason to separate ourselves and inflict violence upon one another. And now we've even fractured it even more to be like, okay, it's all cops are the enemy. You know, man, that I used to think like that until you get to know some of them. Why don't you go be nice to a cop and go meet them and introduce yourself instead of being all back there like being weird, man. That's what it was. It's this insecurity. That's all that can be coming from is insecurity. The only reason I'm sweating someone down at the beach is my own insecurities, man. My own fear, my own drama in my head being pushed outward onto another human being. I don't know, man. The humans have gone crazy lately. Put your TVs out in the middle of the street if you really want to change anything.